Hey, happy Monday, everyone. Hope you are doing well. It's the beginning of a new week. It's the last week of March, and spring is in the air. It's a beautiful day. It's actually going to be warm today, uh, more than usual or more than the average. So, yeah, here in San Diego. Anyways, not sure how it is where you're at, but I hope you're having an amazing beginning of the week. And this is in the raw, unscripted, unpracticed, unscripted, unpracticed, and I forgot the other one. I say it every day. In the raw, unscripted, unpracticed, unedited conversation. There we go. A little slow to start today. But anyways, we are talking about Jesus' sayings, the things that Jesus said. And today we're reading out of Matthew 5:10. And it says, blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. And what is Jesus saying here? Well, he's speaking in the infamous Sermon on the Mount, and he said many things during that sermon, by the way, and this is one of them. And he's talking about people that are persecuted because of righteousness. You know, we live in a society, in a world that it is normal for people not to do the right thing. You know, from something so simple as running a red light, which I see it a lot. You know, instead of stopping when the light turns yellow, people just speed up, and most often than not, they run the red light, or not making a full stop at a stop sign, or not making a stop at all. You know, people seem to think that it's okay to do things that are not correct. Those are just petty things, but there's more, like in the workplace, in relationships, in everything, that in every walk of life. You know, people tend to say, well, it's okay for me to do that, and nobody's going to say anything, or nobody knows, whatever, and nobody's going to get hurt. But he's saying, blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness. Righteousness means doing the right thing. And so we get persecuted for that. Like, people make fun of us. People, oh, you are, you're doing, you don't want to do anything, because, you want to be a saint or whatever. I've heard that before. You're such a saint. You don't want to do anything. You don't want to, break the rules a little bit. And that's a form of persecution, even though it might be harmless, or, but people start seeing you in a different way because you're doing the right thing. And Jesus is saying, if you do that, you are blessed, right? You are blessed for doing the right thing, and for supporting, persecution in the way of, ridiculing you, or people that are, you even getting bullied, or getting just criticized wrongly, or things like that. And then he goes on to say, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. What is the kingdom of heaven? Well, the kingdom of heaven was established when Jesus came here to earth. Sometimes we think the kingdom of heaven is when we go to heaven, when, if I do what's right, and if I follow God's word, when I die, I'm going to go to heaven, and I will be in the kingdom of heaven. In the form it is, but the kingdom of heaven has already been established here on earth, because that's what Jesus came to do. He came to establish the kingdom of heaven. He came to establish a new mentality, a new way of thinking, a new culture, let's call it that way, where he came to establish ways that we should live. And he established it by showing us the way, by being an example. And he said, do as I do, follow me. That's what he told his disciples. That's what's written in his word. We should follow his example. And so he established the kingdom of heaven as he walked this earth, and he showed the way, showed how to do, how to become good people of God. And And so he's saying, if you are persecuted because of your righteousness, you are blessed, and the kingdom of heaven is yours. You are part of this kingdom. You are part of the life that Jesus has promised for you. And Jesus said, I have come to give life, and life in abundance. And what does that mean? That means not just that we're going to live a good life, but we're going to all of our needs are going to be met, and we are going to be able to live in contentment with what God gives us, with what God allows us. And that's what we all strive for. That's what we all want, to have a good life. And he has promised that, when we are willing to do what's right and not mattering what people will say about us, because we're doing what's right. All right. Well, I hope you have an amazing day, an amazing week. We will talk to you soon.